Hello Milky fans, Milkstool here with you for another Idle Heroes video. Happy Friday! We are 1 week before Halloween, but we are on the day of the live stream, which will be in about 10 hours time. So hopefully that works out. I've lined up an interpreter. Hopefully when we go from Chinese to English and her English to my English, it becomes actual English. Meaning, whatever they call profit orbs, we recognize it and we call it profit orbs. I've tried to translate as much as I can for her. I've translated the factions and the key items and the key areas of the game. So hopefully when she goes from Chinese to English, she can just look it up and go, yep. But we just don't know. So that's the live stream for tonight. It's at 8 p.m. Plus 8 GMT, which is obviously the China time zone. It's going to be different for everyone. If you can join, great. If you can't, then there will be a debrief after another video. Anyway, this week we're here to talk about Jungle Fantasy was last week, so mushrooms. If you've already done it, I would advise buying orbs. Simply because if you watched my video last week, I don't think we're going to get ticks for Black Friday when they do profit orbs. So I think in a fortnight's time, in 2 weeks' time, you're going to get ticks for profit orbs. So you need a lot of profit orbs, basically. So I got profit orbs. I usually get scrolls because I don't need food. And with the remaining 67 mushrooms, what do I get? Let's just get green stuff. We'll do 66. Because I always like to keep one of the currencies around. So we'll do 66 of those. So this week is obviously Imps Monopoly. This pack is actually pretty good value. It's 408 gems per dollar spent. So spreadsheet, usual place, link below. I'm not going to go over it. But it's actually much better value than the one from last time. Last time, same price, $50, 5,000 gems, 60 scrolls. I think you only got 20 dice last time. That's what my spreadsheet says. 20 dice last time. And you got a limited Ignis skin. This time, the value is much, much better in my opinion. You get 10 more dice for the same price. And you get this hero selection chest. The key thing to know about this hero selection chest is Tix is in here and so is Flora. Right? So if you're hunting for Tix copies or Flora copies, which I don't know why you're hunting for Flora copies, but if you're hunting for Tix copies, he's in here this week. This is the most up-to-date chest you can get. So then you're like, well, I can get one from Mint Adventure. Yeah, yes, but you have to look at what's in it. And if you look at what's in it, it's an old chest. The chest only goes up to, unfortunately, Ignis. So it doesn't have a Tix and it doesn't have a Flora, which is kind of cheeky of them. They're obviously wanting you to buy that pack. But yes, just be mindful of the fact that if you buy this pack, you're going to get all the latest heroes. If you think you can get it from here, no, you can't get Flora. Don't care about Flora. But you cannot get ticks from this week's Imps Monopoly. You're going to have to wait. So, 408 gems per dollar spent. Generally, we're looking at about the 400 gems per dollar value. So this week, if you got the cash, it's $50. It is a lot. Buy it if you can. If you can't, you're not really missing out on much, right? So that's basically the thingy-mabob for this week. And this video is probably going to be very quick. Next week, I think the exciting thing is that in the Heroic Exchange, Tix is going to be there. So if you didn't blow your load last time around, you're going to be able to get Tix out, which I'm waiting for, which is great. Because it means that it's one less loop of the profit orbs I have to do. I was going to do 4 loops of profit orbs and get my 4 Tix copies because I need my Tix copies. And I'd be like, just whatever, how many I'm left with for Black Friday, so be it. But now it looks like with the benefit of this, and if I buy the adventure pack, I don't think I need as many Tix copies. I only need 2 more Tix copies, to be honest, to pass Sealand 20. And then, obviously, I was going to use... Well, not obviously, but I was going to basically replace Horus with Tix. E5 him straight away, and then basically try and conquer Aspen Dungeon. And that was going to be my plan after finishing Sealand 20 with 5 baby Tixes. So, that's where I'm at with my game and what I'm going to do with the whole ticks situation. We still don't know that. Well, we can't confirm that whether or not ticks is going to be on Black Friday. Last video I said he probably isn't. 95% chance, but tonight in the live stream the devs are going to tell us the plan to December, which is great. And that's basically the video. So yeah, next week, like I said, you're going to get a new hero. It's going to be a Fortress hero. They're going to reveal him and probably live stream tonight. You're going to be able to get the ticks from the hero exchange, and it's going to be Halloween. So as expected, like I said last week, you're going to get a trick or treat event. You're going to have to do a certain number of loops to get the trick or treat things, and you're probably going to be able to get more stuff from the trick or treat event, like more boxes, more hero boxes, puppet boxes, things of that nature. Hopefully an artifact box, because they're giving away artifacts these days. So it looks like they're going to be two events: Halloween Gathering. During the event, light up avatars of below heroes at any star level. So this is probably one for is going to benefit the older players who have everything lit up, assuming that you don't have to re-get these heroes during Halloween. And it says you have to get Halloween candies. It looks like just it's the currency for that week. So next week, a bit more on with the Halloween event, which is going to be good, but it's probably going to be tied to heroic summons. You're probably going to have to do a number of summons to get the Halloween rewards. So we'll see what the value is there. But that's really it for this week. Monopoly, there's really nothing to talk about. You can watch me do it. That's the video for this week, right? You can stay tuned and watch me do my Monopoly. Shelter mission we can talk about if you want. So Penny and Horus are still good for if you haven't finished Seal Land 20 for Fortress and Shadow respectively, and you need copies of these heroes to build them back up to E5 because you sacrifice them along the way. Horus, as far as I can tell, is still a must-have for Shadow. I mean, I've seen other configurations around, but for me, the minimum requirement to complete Seal Land 20, I think, is 1 Horus and 5 baby Tixes. And that's what I'm striving for. Right, I've seen people do it with Ithaqua, and Tixes as well, but for me, E5 Horus is still the way to go. Similarly enough, for Penny, she seems still pretty critical for Seal Land, because she's the only big damage dealer. Sherlock is also critical, but Sherlock doesn't do any damage. That's the problem. He just doves people. He doesn't do enough damage quickly enough. So that's why you need a damage dealer like Penny to do damage while Sherlock stuns or doves the bad guys. Heal swaps. The first one is this Vesa? Yeah, it's Vesa. Vesa is good for early to mid game. She's still quite useful. Scary is Scary's useless. I'm gonna be honest. In the old days, he used to be very good for PvE, or even for PvE, but you needed multiple Scaries. And then if we go to light dark, well, no one does a light dark, so we don't need to bother talking about those. You should not swap out for the light dark. You should absolutely swap out for the non-light dark, simply because you can get more dice. So let's do that. So here, the 4 stars, you need this dude and or the robot, a ranger, to get Penny out. And so let's just get our Penny. Penny's going to be food. Honestly, I'm doing it for that. Everyone's just doing it for the dice and the armor set if you don't need the Penny copy. Let's be honest. And then with Horus, you just need to swap out the Frankenstein or the Bone Dude, whose name I don't know. I don't really care to know. Well, let's just confirm that, and let's just get more dice. Very good. Then Vesa, you can do the Tree Man, Admiral Akbar, or the Spirit Lady. And so let's do not Dragon Slayer, because he's useful. Let's just do that. We get more dice, very lovely. And then for Scary, what do you need? So you can use the Filthy Destroyer or Alaria. So let's just go ahead and do that, and then we can sacrifice you, because you cannot be made into anything more than that. And so there you go, 20 dice just right off the bat. Probably going to buy the adventure pack at some point. We'll see. I can buy more dice here, but I've used up all my dice. As you all know, if you've watched my videos, just buying exclusive orange artifacts from the merchant on Celestial Island. So now I have a couple of these puppies in the bag ready to go. Next time the Ormus's Workshop come around, I can upgrade a bunch more artifacts, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, let's do the dice and let's see where we get to. It's probably not going to be anything special. That's a good first roll because we landed on the mushroom hut, so that's upgraded. 2 is a terrible roll because it's a very low number. Landed on this, I'm going to get something bad. I hate landing on the karma hut because I always get something bad. Like 60-70% of the time I get something bad. And we got a lucky dice, which is good. And you want to get a lucky dice pretty early on, but you know, it's not guaranteed. So we got a lucky dice early on, so now we can do the lucky dice strategy, which is nice. Another karma hut. This is going to be a bad card. There we go. -1. What are you going to take away from? Nothing. Good. So that's good. And we got to 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 6 away, so we're going to do the lucky dice strategy, which is to use the lucky dice anywhere from 6 squares before the lucky dice hut to get another lucky dice. So we now got another lucky dice, and that's effectively free movement. And we're lucky, so we got another dice, 6, and we're going to upgrade. We really need to upgrade these mushroom huts, guys. That's what it's about. Need an even number to get across. We got an even number. We were lucky again. Jeez, a lot of luck. If we get another lucky dice, honestly, I'm going to try and land on this mushroom hut. And then when I get into this mushroom hut, I'm going to use the other lucky dice to get another lucky dice. But not upgrading these mushroom huts is... And there's not really much you can do to control it. Like, it's all luck. But the mushroom huts and upgrading those are critical to getting a very high number of stars, I've realized, at the end of the day. So us only having upgraded the mushroom huts like what? Couple of times, that's not a good thing. Like, is this going to be an upgrade to the mushroom hut? Because that's what we need. Yes. So we'll do 2 here. And I know a lot of people, if it's 2 before the lucky dice hut, they generally roll, try their luck out to try and get a 2 to get an ordinary dice to get a lucky dice. But I'm like, I can't be bothered. I'm cheap. I'd rather progress the 2 stages, the 2 squares, and just get another lucky dice. And so we've got fully upgraded lucky mushroom hut, which is good. That's what we want. Now we've got to try and upgrade these other 2. All the other squares actually don't matter. They actually need to jack up the rewards for all the other squares. So that's 2 huts we've upgraded, which is very, very nice. Let's just try a lucky dice. No. Just to see. But yeah, see now this hut here is like really hard to upgrade, simply because it's a couple away from the lucky dice hut, and so if you're here, you're not necessarily going to spend a lucky dice to get on the mushroom hut. You're going to spend the lucky dice just to get on the lucky dice, which is why it's the hardest one by far to upgrade unless you have 2 lucky dice. So that's where we are. But yeah, we've had pretty good luck so far. Got our mandatory lucky dice. We've upgraded the mushroom huts a couple of times. We're on 57, and that's pretty good for day 1. I'm probably going to strive for light dark if I can. Like I said, I'm going to buy this adventure pack if I can. But yeah, that's the video all. Thank you so much for watching, and see you at the live stream tonight.